Yeah, when I'm on the bike, I am in total connection with my body. You know, whether it's a day of riding or multiple days of riding, I just know that being out on the bike, feeling the wind in my face, controlling my own bike, shifting gears, it's very empowering. I feel empowered and scared all at the same time. My name is Shawn Cheshire. I am 46. I'm a former U.S. Army veteran and a former EMT paramedic. I've been blind now, total blind, for almost 11 years from a traumatic brain injury that I sustained while working in the back of an ambulance. When it really sunk in that I was blind, I nosedived into depression, tried to kill myself twice. Just really didn't, I mean, I can't tell you how much I just did not want to live like this. I mean, it felt like all hope for any type of a happy, fulfilling life was gone. I mean, in retrospect, it was so many people that cared about me, that were rallying, you know, to connect me with sport. I really latched onto it when it became a challenge. I went from not caring to this huge challenge ahead of me, and you know, I started taking care of myself. I believe now at this point in my life, when you take care of yourself from a physical, mental, and emotional perspective, you feel great. So how could you not want to keep doing that? Tour Divide is a mountain bike race, bike packing from Banff, Canada to the Mexico border in New Mexico, Antelope Wells. It's about approximately 2,750 miles along the Continental Divide, and we are carrying all of our gear on our bikes, hoping to do this within 25 to 30 days. So this race actually came up before we did the ride across the country last year, so it was always in the back of my head to do it. And then after we did the ride last summer, I just said, hey, Jesse, what do you think about doing, so we've gone west to east, let's do north to south now. Do it on mountain bikes, do it different. And he was like, I'm in. Jesse and I have been friends for, I think, 10 years, or almost 10 years.
I'm Jesse Crandall. I have been doing various kinds of adventures with Shawn for almost 10 years now, 9.5 years. And we have pushed the limits of what people think we can or should be doing. One of the reasons it's really fun and rewarding for me to do adventures with Shawn is she forces me to push my limits, and it's hard for me to find people that want to go out and push their limits. And so whether she's my blind friend or just my friend, I get to do amazing things, and the fact that I get to share them with somebody that I'm so close to, it makes it so much more rewarding. When Shawn and I are doing adventures that requires a really high level of communication, we've always experimented with different technology, and we've found a variety of things, a variety of speakers and microphones and earpieces in order for us to have really high level communication. One of the things that is such a challenge about that is it's a lot of stuff. We heard about Sena, and we heard about this M1 EVO mountain biking helmet, and I learned that it's all-in-one microphone, speaker, easy to connect to each other, and so we wanted to try it, and we got our hands on some and put them on, and it was just like, oh my God, where has this been the whole time? It's so simple, it's so clear, and it enables us to have just absolute confidence in our communication.
As a blind athlete, doing what I'm doing, riding a single bike, communication is everything. And in order for me to be able to have the communication that I need, Sena helmet. Sena helmet has given us the ability to have that communication that I need in order to do what I'm doing, which is racing single bikes, riding single bikes. I don't think that my drive to do what I do comes from one place. I think it's a combination of, you know, after my accident, becoming a blind person, it became very clear to me how little I was living my life, how many things I was taking for granted. You know, how many things that I just missed because I just wasn't paying attention. I mean, you have to want to be different. You have to want to live. You have to want to have a life that you can be proud of. And for me, I wanted to be someone I could be proud of. I mean, we always have a choice with what we do, with what happens to us. Okay, I was injured, I lost my vision. What are you gonna do? I get to choose, right? I mean, I can't tell you how many times people have told me, nobody would have held it against you, Shawn, had you just given up. But for me, I couldn't do that. That was not gonna happen.